So thank you, Colin. A very quick reminder about today we should focus on our subject on BIM, not anything else. So, Colin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. So, good morning. I'm honored to be invited to give the keynote speech in this BIM conference organized by the Hong Kong Institute of Building Information Modeling. BIM is an emerging as a transformative technology, and I envisage that it will bring revolutionary changes to the construction industry in the coming years. So in the conference today, experienced professionals will share with us the use of BIM in real-life project examples. I'm sure that their practical experience in the use of BIM will be invaluable to you and to the construction industry of Hong Kong as a whole. Some technical problem. I think I need to switch back to the traditional way of buttons. So when I joined the construction industry some years ago, so the tools for drafting are pencils, drafting pens, drawing board, T-squares, set squares, and flexible curve. And I still remember I used them for preparation of my first BD submission to the buildings department, and they only accept prints, hard copies, no CAD files, no computer modeling like BIM. So from that, I think you should be able to guess my age and my seniority in the construction industry. So I remember that if the design works was revised, even not extensively, a new drawing may have to be prepared fresh by hand, which was a very painful experience. Thanks to the rapid development of the computer, which became very powerful, very soon it came the computer-aided design, or CAD. It greatly improved the efficiency in the preparation of drawings and saved considerable manpower and time. And more importantly, they allowed the designer to focus on their job, on doing the design and improve the quality and the accuracy of the design. Let me try. It works now. However, not everyone accepts CAD when it was first introduced to the construction industry in the late 80s and early 90s. Some practitioners in the industry felt that computers were a monster to them, and they considered that they would never learn to use computer, not to mention about CAD. But this thought dissipated quickly when the benefit of CAD were realized by the practitioner and the industry. Today, I believe the most, if not all, of our drawings are prepared by CAD. And you should not be able to find drawings using pen, T-square, set square, or anything in your drawing office anymore. So we are undergoing similar changes in the adoption of BIM, as it was 20 years ago when we switched to CAD. As I said at the beginning, BIM is an emerging technology and it will bring many positive changes to the construction industry. The industry is realizing the vast benefit of BIMs. Moreover, discussion experience sharing in the use of BIM in forums like this conference will help dismiss the skepticism of the practitioner to the changes. The adoption of BIM may come at a faster rate than we first anticipate. We should therefore equip ourselves with the necessary knowledge and skills to get ready for the new era for the BIM. BIM can facilitate the communication both within the project team and the other parties such as the client and the public. The CAD we are using is just like an electronic drawing board, which can only produce drawing in 2 dimensions. It is sometimes difficult for designers to express their design ideas and for others to appreciate the intent. BIM, on the other hand, will be a solution to improve the communication. As will be shared by the speakers today, BIM is not merely just a 3D drafting tool. It has built-in intelligence to provide vast technical support for the multidisciplinary project teams. It can also facilitate broader project collaboration between the experts of the team from various parts of the world. It's also a powerful tool for presentation of the proposed work to the layman. So BIM also provides architects and engineers as well as contractors with an advanced tool to design and build better infrastructure and buildings. In addition to the 3D views, it provides a fourth dimension on the time and the fifth dimension on cost, and so on. You can add on additional dimensions. Using the time dimension in BIM, allocation, delivery, and usage of resources can be optimized. BIM can detect clashes before the construction actually takes place and reduce unnecessary abortive work, thereby reduce rework and cost overrun. The construction process, in particular the sequence of work, can be rehearsed before using the model to speed up the construction and reduce accident on site. BIM can therefore help achieve project cost reduction, shorter construction time, and enhance site safety. BIM is being used for optimization of sunlight utilization and ventilation for green building design. So the Hong Kong SAR government has adopted BIM in public works projects as early as 2009. Highways Department has pioneered the application of BIM in the project improvement to Two Moon Road projects, and later in the Central Wan Chai Bypass project. Certainly, it's a very primitive version of BIM. Riding on the experience of this pilot project, we have earmarked more than 30 public works projects for using BIM in various project stages. Projects with relatively complex structures and E&M works, such as road tunnels, water and sewage treatment works, have been selected for this purpose. We are also formulating our long-term strategic plan for using BIM in public works. We plan to use BIM in the design in more of our projects, both in-house and consultancy projects. So to facilitate a contractor to use BIM during construction stage, we intend to provide BIM models developed during the design stage to the contractors after award of the contract. We also plan to specify in some works contract the submission of as-built drawing need to be in BIM model for operation and subsequent maintenance. We are consulting the relevant stakeholders, including the Consultant Engineers Association and the Contractor Associations, for formulation of our strategic plan. Moreover, we consider BIM has a key role to play in the management of government assets. We have earmarked 2 projects, one in EMSD and one in WSD, for exploring the use of BIM for asset management, which is a rather new initiative in the field of BIM. And we hope this will be pioneers in asset management. So for the project of EMSD, they are piloting the adoption of BIM for asset management, so of their own headquarters in Kowloon Bay. They have developed a BIM model with a level of development of 100, LOD 100, on selected areas of the headquarters building. Moreover, they have developed BIM model with a LOD 350 for some specific areas, such as lecture room, equipment, and plant room, and also an office. So in the process of their model development, the project team carefully considered user requirements of the BIM AM system, we call it, with a view to bringing the most benefit for operation and maintenance. So the BIM AM system will interface with their existing building management system and other new electronic system and technologies, such as RFI, CCTV, real-time location system, and other mobile solutions. So EMSC has won the tender for procuring the BIM AM system, together with the required system integration, interface, development works, and they target to build up the system in a year's time. So I hope they may be able to demonstrate the BIM AM system next year in the next year BIM conference. So in parallel, WSD is also conducting trials on the use of BIM for the asset management of their pumping station. They are building up BIM model for 2 existing pumping stations and will interface them with their maintenance work management system. So WSD will explore the potential benefit that BIM could bring about, at the same time looking at the challenge that could be encountered, particularly in developing BIM for existing installation. So in the process, WSD will also establish the corresponding BIM for the constructor for the BIM standard and requirement when this type of complicated pumping works, sewage treatment works is encountered. And the park trial, although on the pumping station, we also establish a good reference point for other types of waterworks asset. So, as you agree, for the successful adoption of BIM in the public works, we need to provide adequate training for our staff to enable them to acquire the necessary knowledge and skill. We have implemented a comprehensive staff training program on BIM. By September 2014, over 1,000 engineering staff within the Hong Kong SAR government have received various levels of training in BIM. So we will provide more opportunities for our frontline staff to gain hands-on experience in BIM and also to get ready for the BIM era. Our partner, the Construction Industry Council, is also working with full steam to promote the use of BIM in the construction industry. So CIC had already published the final report for the roadmap for BIM strategic implementation in Hong Kong's construction industry. In addition, CIC has engaged a consultant to devise a set of standards and specifications for the use of BIM in the construction project in Hong Kong. And the consultancy will be complete by the end of this year. It can ensure information interoperability and the effective data usage. Hence, all stakeholders in the Hong Kong construction industry will be able to operate on BIM on the same platform. Moreover, CIC is coordinating with the local tertiary institution to incorporate BIM into their curriculum. It is also considering funding local research on BIM. The Hong Kong SAR government, as usual, will continue to actively participate in CIC's initiative to support the adoption of BIM in the construction industry. We are seeking encouraging developments in the adoption of BIM in the construction industry in Hong Kong. BIM has already been used in many projects, such as those in the MTR and the new airport terminal building projects. So some contractors are taking their own initiative to use BIM in their projects. One notable example of investing in software development to strengthen their costing control by using BIM for taking off of quantities directly from the model. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the Hong Kong Institute of the Building Information Modeling for their support and effort in promoting the use of BIM in the construction industry in Hong Kong. Today, we are striving to be a smart city. The use of BIM technology, which will facilitate green building design, enhance site safety, reduce project costs and time, assist in asset management, and so on, will certainly help us to achieve this goal. I wish to appeal to the prominent speakers today to share your invaluable insights and the members of the audience to actively participate in the conference so that we could get the most out of this invaluable occasion to facilitate the adoption for building a better Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Very good presentation. It's great to see the government encouraging us all to pursue our dreams of BIM and a smart city in Hong Kong. This is the live feed. It is on YouTube, so we have checked it. I think a few people were checking while Eric was speaking, so apologies if we were distracted, Eric. Our next speaker is actually not here. Keeping in line with using modern technology, our dear friend, Ms. Ada Fung, who is an honorary member of the HKIBIM. I think that's the wrong term, but someone's going to correct me very soon. Ada has prepared a video, which we are now going to run. She cannot make it today. She's a very, very busy lady, so she sends her best regards, and we'll hand it over to Ada to make her presentation by video.